Hello, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Security. Today, we're going to generate an offline BitCoin wallet for offline cold storage in our persistent volume on our Tails drive that we set up yesterday. If we go to bitaddress.org, this site, when it first loads, will ask you to generate some random values. And it does this by moving your mouse and typing in random characters, and I move my mouse until it says 100%. I will keep typing, I will keep moving the mouse, and it's just about done. Boom. And it'll finish generating, and it'll come up with an address and some QR codes here in just a second. Oh. We're going to continue using the script even though it just stopped. Alright. As you see, I'm giving both the public and the private key here. This is the address I will not ever use. But you can click around and kind of see what it does to generate these different things. If you look down in the lower left-hand corner, there is an option to go to the GitHub repository or to download the zip file. I'm going to say go ahead and download the zip file and do this from a trusted computer. If you want to use this from a Tails drive that you are okay with going online with, do that. Or if you trust your computer a little bit enough or trust the provider of this to download it to your computer, do that. I downloaded it to my computer, and I transported it to a thumb drive, which I will then connect to the Tails distribution on boot up, and from there we'll continue generating other things. So I'm going to go ahead and boot into Tails. Now that we've booted into Tails, we can come to Places, Computer, as you see I'm offline. Find your encrypted drive, which I'm using to transport the data between the two systems. Once it's unencrypted, you should be able to go into the data. As you see, it's a persistent store on another Tails distribution I have. We can open this persistent folder here, and within it we will find where I've downloaded the zip of the bitaddress.org. And we will move that into this folder. Alright, we're back. I had some issues and I figured out the solution, so we're going to take the bitaddress folder that we just created. We're going to go in and cut that folder out, come back to our persistent, come into Tor browser, and we're going to go and paste that folder into here. And from here we should be able to open with the Tor browser. We're getting a Tor is not ready error because I am offline and Tor is not connected. As you will see, the Tor browser is starting up. It's connecting to the local site. Because of some of the background stuff that happens in a browser, that's why we have this connecting and it takes so long. Especially because we're running the way we're running this particular device. So let's go ahead and generate. But ultimately we're creating a brain wallet. Come in here and create brain wallet. Now this is where all that diceware we've been generating comes in. You'll see some who will say, hey, you just need a regular passphrase. Some will say 10 words, others will say 12, and I've read even up to 24. Today, for demonstration purposes only, I'm going to use an 8-word passphrase. And then we have to confirm the password. Here we can, if we click view, it will show us our keys. And again, these are not used keys because I am giving you the private key. This is an insecure wallet. You are not to share your private key with anybody. But after that, you can come up here and print. We can tell it to print to a file. Give it a name of something like BitCoin paper.pdf. So when you print your wallet, you need to make sure you're printing it to a file, and you need to make sure the Tor browser can save there. Just save it to your Tor browser persistent right now. Name it whatever you want. If you have multiple coin wallets, you're going to name them multiple things. You'll see that over the coming days. And then we click print. As you see, I've got one saved here because I was testing. I'm going to go ahead and replace. Now we can close this down as the printing is complete. And as you see, when we open it up, it will have our BitCoin addresses on there. And that is one that we will now not use because everyone knows the private address. But that is how you create a cold storage wallet for BitCoin on your persistent volume in Tails. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.